Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from Phone Bunch, and today we are doing the gaming review of the XOLO Q1010i. Apps and app data are movable to the SD card, so I've installed all these games at the same time. Let's begin with Subway Surfers. Although it's a basic game, it requires higher frame rates, and you can see the color reproduction of the display. It looks quite vibrant. The touch response is also excellent. The Q1010i has a 5-inch HD display that's 720 by 1280 pixels, and you have one glass solution technology for better touch response and better contrast as well, which is clearly visible in this game. Well, that's enough of Subway Surfers. Now we move on to Dead Trigger. Obviously a more graphically intensive game, faster frame rates, more memory usage. But you can see here too, no issues with frame rate. The touch response is absolutely perfect, and the graphics quality and level of detail is quite high too. You can see there are no issues while panning around. Everything looks quite good. No frame drops, no frame delay, no ghosting or freezing of any kind. Consistent frame rates here too. Vibrant colors, excellent touch response. The graphics quality is also quite good. Next up we are going to play Temple Run 2. Again a fast-paced game, less graphically intensive. Here too no issues with frame rates or touch response. The accelerometer too works quite well, as you can see. Now we move on to Riptide GP2. Again a bit more graphically intensive. It makes use of touch controls as well as the accelerometer at the same time. The graphic quality is high here as well. No frame drops, no frame delay. Consistent frame rates throughout. And the display has excellent viewing angles, which you can see. There is no distortion in colors and no distortion in brightness either. Brilliant gaming performance till now. Next up we are going to play Frontline Commando D-Day. Here you can see the beautiful environment that's been created. Again no lag here. You can see the dynamic lighting that's changing in the background. Smoke. Everything looks crisp. Touch response is again excellent. And you can see the effects as well. Everything looks sharp. This truly is one of the best displays we have seen in this segment. The display on the XOLO Q1010i is also as good, and there is virtually no distinction whether it's a 5-inch HD display or a 6-inch. There is almost no pixelation in either. Well, that's Frontline Commando. Next we move on to GTA. First let's roam around a bit. So you can see that there is no frame delay and absolutely no lag while we are moving through the city. You can see the dust as well, where the character is moving. Now let's drive a car. Here too again, no frame delay, although the frame rate has definitely increased a bit. Smoke from the car as well. So no graphic detail is missed here. The gameplay is as smooth as it should be. Next up is Real Racing 3. Again a high-end game. And you can see here that there are no issues in the gameplay. You can see dust particles. The environment looks absolutely crisp. You can see the reflections in the side mirrors as well. So no graphic detail is missed. You can see the overbright of the sun, shadows, reflections of the car, everything. And the gameplay is absolutely smooth and spot on. There is no frame delay. The accelerometer too performs absolutely perfectly here. Next up, we move on to Modern Combat 4. First person shooter game. Requires high frame rates and precision shooting as well. Touch response should be immaculate and fast. And you can see there is no lag whatsoever, making this a joy to play. You can see the smoke in the background as well. The environment has been beautifully crafted. It looks really good too. No detail is missed here. Absolutely consistent frame rates, no frame drops whatsoever. Even if we move across or pan around, there are no issues at all. Great touch response in this game as well. It's a 5-point multi-touch display. And being OGS, the touch response is much better. You also have a glove mode, which we showed in a previous video. Now we are playing FIFA 14. It is a graphically intensive game. There are several elements in play here. Ooh, that's a missed chance there. The gameplay, as you can see, is quite smooth. No frame delay, no frame drops, and the display behaves perfectly. There is no freezing or ghosting. And that's a goal. Well folks, that was FIFA 14. Now we move on to Need for Speed Most Wanted. A very graphically intensive game, high memory requirements as well. And even with just 1 GB of RAM, the gameplay is absolutely smooth. High frame rates here in HD resolution, and still the game performs brilliantly. And as I've said, we have installed all these games at the same time. We are also playing these games at the same time, meaning one by one, and still the phone performs brilliantly. However, it does get a little hot if you are continuously playing games. The viewing angles, as I said earlier, are perfect. There is no distortion in colors or brightness. The speakerphone is also quite loud, doesn't distort at full volume. The touch response again is truly brilliant. The accelerometer too performs quite well here. The graphics detail you can see for yourself. The changes in lighting, shadows, reflections, everything works together. Consistent frame rates. Now we are playing Nova 3, again a first-person shooter. And you can see that we have just started playing this game and there are no issues with frame rate. You can see all the elements, changes in lighting, dynamic lighting effects. The touch response again is brilliant. And that's really what you require when you're playing a first-person shooter game, as well as consistent frame rates, which we have right here. The Mali 400 MP2, which is clocked at 500 MHz and is a dual-core GPU, performs brilliantly in this game and throughout our gaming review as well. We saw the same chipset on the Q2500, there too it performed brilliantly. It seems 1 GB of RAM with even an HD display is perfect for gaming. Or at least close to it. No details are missed here. Everything looks crisp. Now we are at the end of the gaming review. We'll play Asphalt 8. That will be the last game of the review. Again, we are playing this in high settings, the highest possible on the device. And you can see no issues with frame rates. Every detail is shown here. You can see how beautiful the car looks. You have motion blur due to speed. You have tire tracks, dust, overbright of the sun, reflections, shadows. And you can see the smoke from the tires as well. Everything is perfect. Everything is complete and there is no lag whatsoever. Perfect gameplay here. You can see the lens flare from the sun as well. No details are missed here. The touch response again is brilliant. The accelerometer too performs quite well. As I said before, apps and app data are movable to the SD card, so you can install all these large games at the same time. All we require is a large enough SD card. Now that was a gaming review of the XOLO Q1010i. All the games that we played worked perfectly fine. There were no issues with touch response, frame delay, frame drops or any other kind. The touch response is absolutely spot on, the colors are perfect and the viewing angles are wide. So no distortion anywhere. It might just be one of the best gaming devices in this price category other than the XOLO Q2500. So you can watch its unboxing as well as benchmarks from right here and the gaming review of the XOLO Q2500. Don't forget to like and share the video. Also do subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.